Alright, I think we're all locked and loaded. Alright, boys, look. I'm here to give you Erok's locks of the week. For Renato Moicano versus Chris Duncan. What a card, right? What a card. We come off of seeing one of the best cards of the year. Even calendar year, right? Just in pure violence and entertainment in UFC Seattle, to a Chris Duncan Renato Moicano card. But to be fair, nobody was that excited for UFC Seattle until it happened. So let's see what this card delivers us. We got a few banging fights, and who knows what we're going to see when they actually go out there and squabble up. So obviously for the main event, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be vicious. Nobody can even honestly make me think that Renato Moicano has a sliver of a chance, a sliver of hope against Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan is coming off of a beautiful fight against Terrence McKinney, where it was back and forth and honestly just a toss-up in the air, and Terrence McKinney lost. And he's on a nice 4-squabble win streak. Beat up Jordan Vucenic, send him back to the Russian leagues. Beat up Balaji UK, who I hold very dearly, and I'm pretty sure is cut right now. And beat up Matisius Rubetsky, who is Orbalati's victim, the caveman. You letting guest up or not? No, not right now. I'm literally farming clips. I do a live show so I could post clips on YouTube, and afterwards I play UFC 5. That's what my streams are. You know what I mean? That's what my streams are. But if you want to get up, DM me. We could talk about it. You know what I mean? We could figure out something that we could all talk about. But Erok's, where is it? Erok's locks of the week, baby, are in. They're in. I played on Xbox. They're in. We're going Chris Duncan, bro. He's minus 205. He should be minus 5 million. He should be minus 5 billion. I don't see a world where Renato Moicano gets this W. Now, I know. Erok, did you see what he did to Benoit Saint Denis? Did you see what he did to BSD? I want you to look at me. I don't care what Renato Moicano did to BSD. Personally, BSD is hot garbage. He's literally hot trash. I don't think he's any good at all. And he definitely stands no chance against Chris Duncan, bro. He's a real problem. Now, yes, he looks wobbly against Terrence McKinney, but that's Terrence McKinney, and shout out to him, bro. Shout out to him. But minus 205 for somebody fighting Renato Moicano in big 2026 is a fucking steal. It's a steal. I'm going to be calling all of my friends, and I'm going to ask them for loans so I could put that loan on minus 205 Chris Duncan. That's a fact. If you got a phone call from me, put it on Chris Duncan. Just put the bread on Chris. There's not a world where Chris loses this. This is to shoot him into the rankings. I'm pretty sure he's not even ranked. Where's little bro? Chris Duncan, not even ranked, by the way. Renato Moicano, rank 10. Renato Moicano, rank 10. I missed the noti? Unlucky, Caden. Unlucky. Bombo clot. But listen, there's not a world where you can convince me that Chris Duncan loses. Literally. How do you think he gets it done? I'm just smacking inside the distance. I'm smacking Chris Duncan by finish because it has to be better than minus 205. But even if Chris Duncan by finish was minus 205, I would take it. Chris Duncan should be minus 5,000, bro. Chris Duncan should not be no minus 205 against Renato Moicano in 2026. Like, really? You guys have Tommy McMillan at minus 1,000. Tommy McMillan is a minus 1,000, bro. Are we for real? There's a kid minus 1,400 on this card. Does nobody believe when Moicano can make it look like BSD? No. No. What possessed Moicano versus BSD? Psh, I don't know, man. Moicano locked in that night. Moicano locked in that night. But my lock of the week, boys, is Chris Duncan via finish. Chris Duncan via finish, bro. What? In reality, we should all take out loans and put it on this shit. This is the easiest line I've ever seen in my life. Moicano's winning? Caleb, you have to have some sort of learning deficiency. Some sort of learning disability, which is okay. It's alright. That's okay. Chris Duncan is losing, Unk? Oh, hell no. Hit the button. That's not what's going on. Absolutely not. Chris Duncan is a lock of the week, bro. Y'all are sick. Y'all are actually sick. How is Chris Duncan going to win when he's beat no one good? Are you calling Terrence McKinney not good? Are you calling Matisius Rubetsky, who is an Orbolati victim, not good? Duncan by finish is plus 105? Nah. I was about to hit the nuke. Don't make me hit the nuke button. Moicano beat BSD? That was a fucking fluke. And BSD is ass anyway. BSD is hot guard. BSD took Dan to what round? BSD took Dan to what round, by the way? Duncan is durable? Hey, very durable. Very durable. Scotland, by the way. Scotland, by the way. Bro almost got knocked out by McKinney. Everybody almost gets knocked out by McKinney. McKinney is a walk forward W key kind of guy. BSD is better than Duncan? You're... Bro. Really? Really? From what? What makes you say that? What makes you say BSD is better than Duncan? Seeing BSD get flatlined by Dustin? Seeing BSD get beat up by Renato Moicano? Seeing BSD get beat up by... BSD finished Chris Duncan round 1. That's cap. That's literally cap. Unless it was on, like, the regionals. You're actually a liar. You're actually a liar. I would have believed it if it was on the regionals. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I would have believed that they fought on the regionals. McKinney could slump Ilya on a good day and lose to a flyweight on a bad day. That's true. But I literally see no way of victory for Renato Moicano. Actually, no way of victory. Chris Duncan by finish at plus 105 is the lock, bro. I think Chris Duncan beats Arman Tsarukyan. Chris Duncan beats BSD but doesn't beat Moicano? You're crazy. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. Co-main event, boys. Varana Jaranuba versus Tabasa Rucci. I'm going Jarana. I'm going Jarana, the cross-eyed beauty who just got beat up by Mackenzie Dern. I don't watch women's MMA, but I'm trying to learn. You see how that rhymed? Did y'all see how that rhymed? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're going Mackenzie Dern. I mean, we're going Varana Jaranuba. We're going Verna. We're going Verna. Verna's the lock. Plus 115. That's it. That's it. Literally, I'm done. That's it. I'm going to end the show. That's it, bro. End that shit. End it. End it. This is it. Verona Jaranuba. Moneyline. Chris Duncan finish. Thomas Peterson fight prediction. We're going to go through all of them. I'm just fucking capping. But, too scared to fade Tommy Boy? Yeah. I'm not scared. They have him fighting a can. They have him fighting a literal can who got beat up by Morgan Charune, who is trash, by the way. Trash, by the way. What happened when Moicano knocked down Islam? No, that's very true. Moicano did low-key wobble Islam. Low-key. 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 All right, boys, moving on. Abdul Rahman Yahakinov versus the Gorilla, literally his nickname. Not gonna lie. I think the odds makers know what they're doing here. I think that the odds makers might know what they're doing here. By the way, this guy does not look 29. All right, maybe. Maybe, but in this picture, he does not. This has to be edited. He literally looks like the Chad. Wait a minute. Off of the eye test, if we're doing an eye test, if I'm doing an eye test, I'm not going to lie, this dude's winning. This dude, he literally looks like the Chad picture. Like the black and white picture of the Chad. Literally. Where are this dude's wins from? He won his Contender Series punches and knees, 30 seconds. Against a dude who was plus 725. Then they had him fight Rafael Cuerda, who was on a 3-fight losing streak, lost to Ibo, Modestus Bukauskas, and Julius Walker. And then he choked him out in 33 seconds. I'm not going to say lock in Benson Roberto. Omar Sy, Azamat round 1. Minyang Zhang, they had him fight this monster. Probably was never the same. Probably was never the same after this. This is Michel Pereira. Bro looks Indian. He does not look Brazilian. He looks Indian. Looks Indian as fuck, by the way. Literally. I'm not going to say lock bro in. Roberto is a cool journeyman in my opinion. I must be a casual, bro. I have no idea who he is. Journeyman, he's only fought 6 times. This card is some, yeah. This card is little buns. This card is a little buns. A little booty. A little booty. The return, listen, this right here. Ethan Ewing. Ethan Ewing. Ethan Ewing. The man whose head is twice the size of his body, Ethan Ewing, who stepped in on short notice and crushed the dreams of Malcolm Wallmaker, crushed them. Like Malcolm Wallmaker's dreams were a little spider crawling on Ethan Ewing's desk, and Ethan picked up the spider and picked all the legs off of it and threw it back on the table. Like that's what Ethan did to Bro's dreams. Ethan is not a lock. I got a 15-minute lay and pray vibes here. Huh. Decision unanimous. Decision unanimous. Overweight. Missed weight. Missed weight. Okay, hold on. This might be a weight bully. Bro has jiu-jitsu tattooed on his chest. Green's MMA actually might have a good point here. But I can't. I can't believe in that. The professional finesser Ethan Ewing has to get this dub here. Has to get this dub here. SMM is moving up from 125, which you can never make weight to begin with. Brother, what's the big old deal, Nonchalant? Welcome in, my boy. Listen. I'm locking Ethan. Am I late? Just woke up? You're like 40 minutes late. You're like 40 minutes late. It's okay. We covered Joe Pyfer without you. And now we're like halfway through this shitty card. We're going Ethan Ewing here. I'm going Ethan Ewing money line. I'm late start over. I'm sorry. You guys have to. Hey, I'm sorry. Van Gogh, you're a long-standing member of the stream. And I would love to start my stream. Oh. Hey. Thank you for the heart me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Did you rewatch Simone versus Giannis? Do we really need to talk about that right now? Ricky Simone versus Adrian Giannis was some of the most heartbreaking shit. Because I love Ricky Simone. I love Ricky Simone. It is a close fight. It is a close fight. It absolutely is. And round 1 I gave to Ricky, and I still give to Ricky. And it's just upsetting that he is just he's a dog. Like, he's a savage. He's a dog. He will go in there and squabble it out and bite down on the mouthpiece and fight. But he is just not technically sound. And it just sucks. Trust, I know Malcolm Allmaker isn't that bad, but I just think people give him too much credit too quick. Nah, I mean, that was on short notice, and he just squabbled up literally 8 days beforehand. Beat up a dude named Billy Brand. Alright? Beat him up. I'm going Ethan Ewing here, bro. I think he has the squabble in him, the heart in him. Round 2 could have been Yanez. Ricky had 3 minutes of control, but was getting pieced on the feet. Yeah, but the control doesn't really mean a lot if you're not doing much. So round 2 goes to Giannis. I heard Malcolm was coming back. He posted on IG. He'll be fighting another unranked contender, especially after coming off that loss. That'd be crazy if they give him a ranking before Ethan Ewing. They will probably treat him like they treat Peyton Talbot. Peyton Talbot lost to Ronnie Barcelos. Got a win, got ranked, and Ronnie Barcelos is on like a 4-fight winning streak and is still unranked. Ethan also training at on Jackson Studio. Is that true? It says CSW Training Center with these savages. Look at this bloke. Look at this. Oh, I can't. Okay. All right. Doing his camp at Jackson. Oh hell yeah. He trains at the Den in Fullerton. Yeah, Fullerton, California. Here's their phone. We can call them and literally ask them. We can call them and literally say, "Hey, can you put Ethan on the phone? Hey. Is Craig Wickerson there? Can Craig put Ethan Ewing on the phone? He might be a Jackson athlete now. That'd be sick. He deserves it, bro. He's nasty. He's nasty. Ethan Ewing is nasty. He has grit. He's a savage. He walks out there. I'm not gonna take that short notice squabble against Malcolm Allmaker and like fully dissect and everything from that fight, because that shit was on short notice. Plus, he fought like 8 days ago, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, he's not technically sound. He's just gonna go out there and bite on the mouthpiece and do whatever. But go on Ethan Ewing, bro. On the third fight, I said stay away, bro. I said stay away. Sprinkle $5 on Eastern by decision might surprise you. I might have to. Ewing has good competent hands, especially in the pocket. Very true. Oh, where is we join their pod? Fight's tough. Yeah, this is tough. Bro should not be minus 1,400, by the way. Definitely not minus 1,400, by the way. Moving on, boys. Tommy Guns McMillan versus Manolo Zucchichi. Do I think Tommy Guns, is this going to be on YouTube? Absolutely, bro. All my streams are on YouTube. Erok MMA on YouTube, boys. Tap in. I post the VODs on there. You know, I'm like 3 subs away from 400 subs. Go tap in. Do you think Tommy Guns will win his debut? Yeah, they have fighting Can. His takedown defense is going to be tested by Estevan, though. Damn, really? Really? Y'all really are putting stock in Zakimi? Look, I'm a Tommy Guns hater. I don't like Tommy Guns. But seeing that he's coming off of a loss round 1 to Morgan Charrenay is hurting me. I'm just kidding, bro. All right, cool. Because I'm looking at that. Tommy is low-key overrated. I don't know why he's such a huge favorite, bro. It's because he comes from the goddamn Tim Welch, Sean O'Malley camp, and everybody's just like infatuated with strikers who come from that camp for whatever reason. It's also because he's undefeated. Literally. McGoyan is good, though. I don't think so, gang. I don't think so. He's a wrestler. I'm trying to see if I know any of the names. Fall Dude 6-6. Holy shit. 6-6. 8-6. 4-3. 14-49, by the way. Erok, do you do BJJ? No. No. 14-49, by the way. 1-2. 6-5. Bro, you can't find a dude on this kid's professional record. 21-27. 8-1. And look at this dude's fucking face. Bro. Are you kidding? Who did you pick for the Koan fight? I don't think we made it there yet. We're going top down. We're going top down. Dude, Tommy's a face only a mother could love? Very true. Very true. Very true. David McGoyan. David McGoyan. Is he Armenian? Yeah. Damn, where is our resident? We have a resident Armenian in chat. We literally have a resident Armenian always in chat, but he's not here. It's because I'm not playing UFC. Yo. Tommy's resume is really fucking buns. Isn't that crazy? These better all be round, bro. You're looking at all of his fights are round one finish, and you're like, oh no, this kid's a monster. He's all round one finish, all round one finish. And you look at their resumes, dude, they're 14-49. Bro went 14-49 in Squabble City, like in Squabble Sector. Like, really? Do you think Tommy will get the Sugar Sean treatment if he does well? Very true. Tommy McGurns versus Chihuihuis? Chihuihuis would rip a hole through, bro. Chihuihuis would rip a hole through, bro. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nonchalant. I did not see that. Tag me too. Tag me too. I want to see. Tag me. Tag me. Tag me. I listen to his Ariel interview too. Listen to all interviews. That's all I do all day. But holy shit, is Tommy McMillan's resume actually ass. Actually ass. We will be staying away from that. We will be literally staying away from this. Actually, very true. The moment Tommy faces anyone with high pressure and good wrestling and takedowns, he's done. LOL. Very true. Very true. Manolo might be the dude to do it, bro. He might. I really don't think so, but he might. I'm leaving that one alone. You don't think it was hard for Tommy to get good fights? What you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Raul Rosas in the co-main? Verna, LOL. Tagged ya? Bet, I'm gonna look at it. Moving on, boys. Robert Ruchalala versus Jose Delano. Now, look, I don't know who either of these lads are. I don't. I really don't. So I'm going to leave this shit alone. I'm leaving that one alone. I'm leaving Jose Delgado versus Robert Ruchala alone. The line is crazy for two fucking nobodies. I would imagine people don't want to fight Tommy because they're intimidated by the Tim and O'Malley hype regional scene-wise. I mean, I guess, like, you could say that. You could say that. But then are you really going to sit in my chat and call Kerry Latimer 14-49? Like, holy shit. Dude, this guy is on a... Dude, what's the streak? He's on a 28 loss streak. All round 1 KOs. Dude. This guy must be a fucking psychopath. This guy's actually insane. I can't even imagine. Dude. They're all losses. Who is this dude that he beat? He's a vet though? Nah, he is a vet. He's been fighting since 2011. Since 2009, he has shit on Tapology. But can you imagine, bro, still fighting after, like, we make fun of Tony Ferguson for having 14 losses or 8 losses, whatever it is, 8 losses in a row. Can you imagine being Kerry Latimer with 28 losses? Is Erok in Tapology? No, I don't think so. No. This might be me. Kronistan Erokin, the Russian bear, 10-4. Those sound like my IRL stats. Literally, those sound like my IRL stats. This might be me in Russia. This might be my twin in Russia. You asked and you shall receive. But we're leaving this Robert Ruchala, Jose Delgado fight alone. Thomas Peterson versus Girline Pat. We're going Girline Pat. How is a dude who is fucking 2-3 in his last 4, coming off of getting brutally beat up by Vitor Pereño, minus 105? How? Girline? That's his name, bro. Girline. Hermine. Pat. Who's called bro Pat? What's the big old, is that Ethan Ewing? What's the big old deal, Ethan? Welcome in, bro. Welcome in, bro. But look, girl mine Pat. This should be the easiest money we made all year. Literally. This is the easiest money we made all year. So far, this is the play. Goramine Pat. Verna. Chris Duncan finish. For the easiest money we've ever made. Now, if you notice, I didn't say Tommy McMillan, because Tommy McMillan's ass. You notice I didn't say Ethan Ewing, even though I told you he was a lock. But I'm a little scared. The 1000% parlay that's smacking. Let's be real here so far, because I have one more leg that we're going to add. May or may not be Azamat. We're going to do Goramine Pat, Verna, Chris Duncan via finish. Where's DraftKings? Now, I'm not exclusively working with DraftKings. Erok is not sponsored, all right? So if any other promotion wants to hook a brother up, get a brother a sponsor, I am more than obligated to work with you, bro. I'm trying to just filibuster my way into finding MMA and or UFC category, which I'm having a lot of trouble finding for whatever reason. I don't know why they're playing with me or why they're giving me such a hard time. Home. How about home? Send me home. Where is the search button? There's no fucking search. Like, are we kidding? There's no, even on mobile, there's search. Kakuma versus Hope has been added to the card. What? Question mark. Why can't I fucking search, man? Give me my odds. Let me make my locks. Damn, bro. They're not fucking with me, I guess. DraftKings not fucking with me, man. What's another one? Give me another harassment and bullying. TikTok, really? Really, TikTok? Fanatics? Thank you. Fanatics. Oh shit, that's about to dox me. I'm being doxed. I'm being doxed. I was being doxed. Oh wait, I don't think you guys saw it anyway. I think you guys did. I don't know. I think you guys did. I'm gonna have to run the VOD back. I might have to run the VOD back on that one. See if I doxed myself. Who do you have winning that one? Kakuma? I have no idea who those people are, brother. Kamaka? No idea. You think they're gonna try to stack the Apex for Costa versus Allen? No. They already released some of that card, and we're gonna go through that. I'm gonna show you after this. They already released some of that card, but no. I don't think so. That card looking pretty ass. Kakuma versus Hope has been added to that card. I don't know who that is, and it's not on Tapology, brother. Kakuma, Kam. Bro, you're trolling me. Kai Kakuma the third. I don't think so, big dog. It's on Sure Dog. Yo, I haven't used Sure Dog like ever. Oh wow, it is on Sure Dog. What the hell? Real Kevin K posted it, so it's got to be fake. Very true. Actually, very true. What? Is Sure Dog more superior than Tapology? Is Sure Dog more superior than Tapology? Huh. The OG? I think this is this might be a little bit more superior. But we don't get the odds. See, Tapology is better, so you can click on them. All right, well, I'll get to Kai Kimura the third. Damn, I got it right though. I got it right, didn't I? Kai Kamaka the third. Wait, let me duplicate this. Duplicate. Oh, all right, whatever. Whatever. Sure Dog was the first of its kind. Hell yeah, Sure Dog. Hell yeah, Sure Dog. Kamehameha! Such a short notice fight, literally. Literally. I wonder if they made weight. Alright, boys. Alessandro Costa versus Stuart Nickel. A literal bum fight. Like, why are these bums minus 415? Beat up Kevin Vorhas. Lost Steve Urseg. Lost to Adrian Corda. Beat up Jimmy Flick. Lost to Jesus Aguilar is crazy. I might have to go with the I might have to go with the underdog here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Got beat up by Aladdin Cora? He was on a run. I don't know. I don't know. Why is there a Kamaka and a Kamana on this card? That's what I'm thinking. That's literally what I'm thinking. Okay, this card is all types of this card is all over the place, bro. Look at this. Look, and the lines are all over the place. Both of these dudes are 2-3 in their last 5. One of them is minus 230. One of them's on a 2-fight losing streak, and one of them's on a 3-fight losing streak. To be fair, Darius Flowers got finished and has looked absolutely terrible ever since the Contender Series win. Literally lost to Jake Matthews, LUL. Rough card we got this week, fella. Hopefully the fights are all over the place. I don't think anybody's making money. Look. And Haley Crown versus Alice Pereira, is this another Alex Pereira sister from Brazil, by the way? Is this another Alex Pereira sister? Couldn't be. Couldn't be. She fought Noche. Danced around the cage the whole fight. She don't look good. This looks like a horror movie character. Oh, Lord. Damn. And obviously I have Azamat beating up Trayshawn Gore. I love Trayshawn Gore, but goddamn, bro, how many times do I have to sit here and tell myself you're going to win a fight? Got to witness it live. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. You went to Noche? That's hard, though. That's actually hard. I got Azamat here, by the way, even though Azamat got absolutely brutalized by your Slowy. You're Slowy, but he's a savage. He's a savage. He's an animal. Damn. God damn. I'm just thinking of my Saturday night watching this. It's going to be alright. It's going to be a weird night. It's going to be we're going to learn a lot about each other. Right after Danny Dochenko got a nasty finish and the Pereira chick killed the vibe. Damn, bro. Unlucky. But boys, those are Erok's locks of the week. Alright, man. I don't even want to hear it. This card is subpar. At best. At best, by the way. At best. At best. Okay? Let me see. I think that's all I have for you guys for tonight. I literally think that's all I have for you guys. Alright?